Today is the day for the first surgery. This is the morning of, and I'll check in later. What is going on, everybody? Travis here. This is a bit of a different video than the ones that I've made in the past. I've made a couple like this before, talking about my experience that I had a few years ago getting my dental work done in Turkey. I made a short video a few weeks ago explaining that I will be having to get everything redone because of the terrible work that was done. So just a long story short, I went over to Turkey in July of 2021. You can look, I'll link the videos or I'll post them in the cards or whatever of this video so you can follow that journey if you would like. I went there for a hair transplant and for some dental work all in one trip. It was 10 days long. It was crazy. I went alone, never been overseas. Crazy experience, one that I don't regret in the long run. I regret certain parts of it, but not the full experience. But basically, I got my teeth shaved down. You see some stuff all the time on TikTok or YouTube or whatever, what people get done in Turkey. So I got my teeth shaved down, and then they basically put crowns, they call them. I think of them as bridges over all of my teeth. They're not individual. They're basically like pieces. So like this is like one piece over my teeth. There's like other chunks over my teeth. It's not individual teeth, which was the first red flag that I should have had. It's kind of impossible to floss. They're very bulky. When people see them in person in videos, they like them. I like them when I see them in videos and stuff like that. They're white, they're straight, they look fine, but they feel big and they're creating some problems. I have some cracks in the back. Everything's connected basically because of the way that they did things. It's all kind of bonded together because of the big pieces. So a dentist can't really go in and fix just one or two teeth because everything is connected, and it could lead to some crazy infections, and it's just not healthy. I'm not able to clean them the way that I should, the way that anybody should. So I've been having pain in my mouth for probably it's always been, if I'm being honest, sensitive since I've gotten it done. But there's been pain that comes and goes for the past year and a half, I would say, 18 months. So I went to a local dentist, tried to figure out what I could do. I was originally going to go to Mexico to have it redone, everything taken off and individual teeth put on and fixed, what Turkey did. But I met with a local dentist here, Dr. Whalen, at Cosmetic Dentistry Institute. We came up with a plan. The first step of the plan was getting a gum lift because I've always felt my smile is pretty gummy when I smile. You really can't see it now because I've gotten some Botox injections above my lips so that my smile isn't as wide. But I shouldn't have to do that, you know? It helps, but it's not something that you want to have to do in that spot. So the first step was going in and getting a mapping done of my mouth essentially, and deciding what we want to do, where we want to lift, how much we want to try to go for, blah, 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 blah. And then we booked an appointment, got the gum lift. There's going to be some pictures included. Some might be graphic, so be advised. Today is the day for the first surgery. I'm getting a gum lift because my gums, I feel like, have always been kind of showy. Right now they're not because I got Botox injections here to make my smile not as big because of the surgery. It normally looks gummy without the Botox there. It doesn't look as when I don't have it, but this was like something not necessarily needed, but since I'm doing this because I have to fix this, it's like minuscule when it comes to money in the grand scheme of things. So if I'm going to do this, I might as well be like as happy as I can be. That's my opinion, at least. So they're going to lift the gums. I don't know how they're going to do it really, but I'm going to be sedated. I'm at my mom's house. She has to drive me there and then pick me up when it's done. So apparently I'm going to have some stitches and stuff there for a few weeks. It's going to be 8 weeks to heal from that until the next step. So this is the morning of, and I'll check in later.
you have any thoughts about the procedure? Anything that you have any questions about, please let me know. The good news about this, I know we talked about this a little bit earlier, is I know sometimes it can seem like, oh my gosh, this is going to be quite a visit. There's a lot of people that I talk to the next day that it's not as significant as they think. So with the medications that you have, I think it's going to help out a lot.
Okay.
But
I've told everybody that too.
Yeah.
Like when I tell them what I'm doing, they're like,
it's pretty wild.
"That's gonna be that." Oh my god, that sounds terrifying. Or whatever.
There are some things in dentistry that are pretty uncomfortable.
And I'm like, but he says
this,
it's not. And they go, he's just saying that to calm your. I'm like, I don't know. I trust him. I think.
Well, I do want to calm your nerves.
I'm
but
sure
I don't
there are
wanna
people who
promise.
Right.
Over promising something would be even worse.
Right.
Then you go home, it's like, what is he telling me?
Right.
So, yeah.
I'm an anxious person, and I read a side effect of a medicine, and I'm like, I'm probably going to be the 1 in 500. It's never happened, but
Had some stitches in my mouth for a few days. I had to be on a soft food diet for the 10 days, so it was a lot of soup, ice cream, Jell-O, mashed potatoes. A nice side effect, though, was that I lost about 15 pounds. It was roughly a 4 to 5 hour long procedure, and I was sedated. I had local anesthesia, local numbing. I didn't really feel anything when it was happening. The recovery process for that was about 10 days. I went in for a follow-up. I had it pretty rough for that 10 days, not necessarily related to the teeth or the gums. Unfortunately, came down with a sinus infection at the same exact time. I felt like crap. I also didn't really mesh well with the steroids that I was given that kind of helped the healing process and inflammation and all that kind of stuff. I think that mixed with the sinus infection is really what took me out, but no complications, no discomfort really with the gum situation specifically. So I went in for my follow-up. All right. Getting ready to go in, talk to the doctor. 2-week follow-up on the gums. Things are looking okay, it seems. A little puffy. We'll see what he has to say. And then time is ticking till the next phase. This past week has been a little rough. Well, past couple days have been okay, but the week before that was, I had a sinus infection at the same time, and that was not fun. Did some more mapping, looked at some cool graphics, as you can see here, of like what was actually done. If you look here in the red, the more red on this photo is the most work that was done to the gums, the lifting.
Before and after.
oh wow.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited for the next step, which will take place in the middle of March. I will be getting everything taken out that I have now and then temporary teeth put on. That will be there for about a month. That gives me time to decide on the color and the shape and all that kind of stuff. It's a pretty cool process. It's pretty exciting to see how this is going. I waited a little bit to make this video because I didn't want as much time between the gum surgery and the teeth getting placed on, because there has to be 8 weeks between the gum surgery and the first step of the new teeth. So it's been about 4 weeks so far, so we're about halfway there. So now is when I decided. It is very interesting because there are some like gaps at the top of my current crowns or bridges that you want to call them. Like you can see some space only if you look up close. I'll actually include a picture here to kind of show you because I think it's kind of cool. You can see like my tooth underneath it and the little bit of space that's there, like where the new teeth should go. I'm super excited. Dr. Whalen is very informative and friendly and caring, and his work has been amazing. I'm just super excited because I think the teeth are going to be a little bit bigger. I'm a big dude. I'm 6'4". I have kind of a square head, and in my opinion, my teeth should be just a little bit bigger, should be a little more square, should be not as uniform as they are now, like everything the same size. There should be some variation there. You know what I mean? I can't wait to see the finished product. Thank you all for bearing with me. I know stuff has been a little bit slow on this channel, still keeping it going fast on Travis Views, but there's just been a lot, and this tooth issue has kind of rained on my confidence a little bit, and I can't wait to feel better about my teeth, about myself. Make sure you follow the journey, and let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns. Please, if you are considering doing something like this, I know it's attractive to go overseas or to go somewhere else because it's very expensive in the United States, but do not make the same mistake I did. Do extensive research. If something feels like it might not be right, it probably isn't. In the long run, what somebody else messes up, it's going to cost you a lot of money to have it fixed the right way. So please take care of your teeth. Take care of that smile of yours. There can be so many things that happen to you because of bad oral health. It's been nice chatting. I hope this has been informative, and I'll see y'all with the next update. Take care.